Hi friends! 今日はパートナーのテリーさんと一緒に私たちがやっている OM オーガズミックメディテーションっていうちょっと一風変わってるんだけどもすごく面白いプラクティスをご紹介したいと思います。オーガズミックメディテーションっていうのはすごく端的に言うと何かっていうと女性のクリトリスを男性実は男性じゃなくてもいいんだけれどもね女性でもいいんだけれどもストローカーっていうんですけれどもの人がとにかく15分間クリトリスだけを微細に一番軽やかなタッチで触っていくたったそれだけのメディテーション瞑想なんですねでちょっとテリーさんにもテリーさん大好きなプラクティスなので聞いてみたいと思います So what is OM?
OM is a perfect practice for a yoni monk
彼は自分のことをヨニモンクヨニってね女性器の、僧侶だもう女性器に仕える僧侶だって自分で自負してるのでヨニの僧侶にとってはもう最適なプラクティスだって言ってます
But seriously, it really is a meditation on sensation through the clitoris for the receiver and for the giver, for the stroker. We meditate on this spot and we just stroke it consistently, lightly to provide just the most amazing sensation for 15 minutes. This started in San Francisco in the early 2000s. When I was living in San Francisco, I was introduced to this. And through a TED Talk that Nicole Deydon gave, I'm sure it's been seen by millions of people, and we'll try to put it in the show notes for this episode. And it had me in tears at the end. It was the way she described this practice was just so intriguing, and I just had to figure it out, and finally meeting a partner to really share it with, to go deeply with, it's been amazing.
本当にこのプラクティスって、その快感を高めて活かせるとかっていうことは全く無縁で、そしてほとんどの女性にとってクリトリスっていうのをで瞑想するっていうね考え方自体がないと思うんですよね。男性が自分の性器を見るクリトリスを見る触るっていう時ってすごくもうそれだけでもうわいせつだ 見ないでくれっていう風になるわけじゃないですか。でもそうじゃなくてすごく深いお互いのつながりだったりとかそれから女性にとっては全てを受け取るっていうプラクティスそして自分のその感度っていうのをどんどん深めていくっていうすごい面白いプラクティスなのでぜひパートナーがいる方はないしはパートナー探してやってみてください。じゃあこのビデオではねどんな風にやるのかっていうのを解説したいと思います。こんな感じで、ヨガマットでも布団でも何でもいいしクッションとか枕とかいろいろかき集めてきてすごくオウム受ける方が女性がね、快適にリラックスして横になれる環境を作ります。足の裏つけて足開いて膝を開いてで下半身はもう全部脱いで上半身は洋服着たままでこんな風にリラックスして横になります。じゃあテリーさんお願いします。
Konnichiwa. It looks like you're very much ready.
Yes.
So it's important to have a cushion here for the stroker to sit on because we're going to be here about 15 minutes. So you have to be comfortable. I step through and I step over here. Get myself comfortable. And what we can often do here is ask you to, there we go, something like this. You can find a place to be comfortable. So there's a few steps as we start. The first one is we do what's called a noticing, where I take a look at your yoni and just describe to you what I see without being, extreme or, trying to say things with a lot of emotion and wow, that's fantastic or anything like that, but just what do I see? And then we're going to move to a grounding phase kind of just get grounded and ready for this process, with some breathing involved with that too. And then we'll be starting the stroking.
We're going to start from the noticing then?
Yes, let's start with noticing now. Okay. I'm going to just pull this up just a little bit so I can see a little better. Today, you see your hood is a little lighter, getting close to pink color. As the skin moves down to the inner lips, they're much darker and they're kind of relaxed, and the left one is kind of open to the side. The right one is taking its time as it gets nearer your perineum, and it also has a little bit of a movement towards opening down there. And now we're going to do the grounding stroke. And the grounding stroke means taking big hands, putting some pressure on these big muscles in the thighs. Encourage Koko to take some big deep breaths, some exhales. Just get grounded for this process. Other things that we're going to get ready for. One thing, we should have some lube ready, some nice high quality lube, because it needs to last for the 15 minutes. Sometimes I like to put it in a little dish, so just in case I'm running low on the feels dry on my finger, I can quick just add a little bit more. And have your cell phone clock or any other kind of clock, and you set a timer. In this case, I set it for 15 minutes. Make sure to hit start before you get going. And the other thing to have is, where's my white towel? Have a little towel. We put the towel underneath Koko's butt. And when we're done, we use that to wipe off the lube. Okay. So, I'm going to put a little lube on my finger. Hit the timer. And I ask Koko, is it okay for me to touch your yoni?
Hi.
Thank you. And I put one hand underneath her buttocks with my thumb just resting at the opening. And I take this finger with the lube and start from down by the opening and move up through the lips, come to rest on her clitoris. Spread the lips a little bit and pull back the hood. And I start stroking. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So light, so slow. Up, down. Check in with Koko with yes or no questions. Is the stroke too light?
No, it's perfect.
Thank you. At the end, when the bell goes off, close. Do one wipe with the towel. Wipe the lip off the towel. And big hands put a lot of pressure on the lips to close the session. And ground her yoni. And at the end, we share a frame, we call it. And a frame is just an observation of something that happened during the session. Not like a summary of your life story or what the entire experience means to you, but just if there's one moment that you felt anything in particular or anything happened or shifted. And I can start by saying there was a moment where with every stroke your your clitoris felt more alive. It started twitching and just moving like it was excited underneath me, and that was really spectacular to notice.
For me, it was like a spark of a candle here and there, like the lightning, or it wasn't like a big lightning, but it was like a little, like candle frames popping up here and there. So it was really sweet and delightful. ありがとうございました。
Namaste. Thank you so much. Take your time.
?15 分終わって、もう私は本当に自分の感度がすごく高まってる感じ、エネルギーが湧き上がってくる感じがしています。本当にもうtotal surrender、もう完璧に委ねて受け取る練習であり、自分の感度をどんどん深掘りしていくっていう、これは本当にちょっと奇妙かもしれないけども、深いプラクティスだなと思ってやってます。How was it for you, Terry?
It's always beautiful. Really enjoy diving in. I feel like it goes so deep so quickly. It's in a meditative way. Just meditating on your clitoris and the sensation that I know that it's giving you sensation, but there's also the experience of my touch. To me, is also I'm practicing really hard to go slow enough, not to go too heavy, and seeing your clitoris come alive and goes through different phases during the 15 minutes is, it's an amazing practice of total presence.
Wow. Can you please show us how you do with the strokes with the yoni cushion and the clit model?
Sure. With the yoni cushion, it's really nice to see it so big like this, but I was trying to explain as we were doing it, I put my hand underneath your buttocks and rest my thumb right here at the opening, and I'm kind of like, with the other hand, I'm pulling back the hood over the clit and stroking just in this one spot 1 o'clock, up, down, up, down, up, down. And on this guy, it's a little easier to show because this is pretty much a life-size version of a clitoris without the hood and all the other skin. But it's just this tiny little spot right at 1 o'clock, and it's just up, down, up, down, up, down. Without lifting it, just this nice little stroke, staying in contact, as light as you can, slow, only moving like half a centimeter back and forth.
これやっぱりこういうふうに女性がクリトリスを触られると、行くとかね、行きそうになる、っていうことはもちろんあるんだけれども、そうなってももちろんいいし、でもそれを追い求めることじゃない、それがゴールではないっていうことだよね。で、やっぱりお互いにすごくエネルギーが高まってきていて、で、15分後にもうセックスしたいっていうこともあるんだけれども、これはプラクティスなので、そういうふうになったとしても、そういうことはしない。まあ男性は、とにかく全部服は着たまま、女性も上半身はちゃんと着たまま、まあ下半身はね、裸だけれども。で、どうしてもカップルでやっていて気持ちが高まったら15分間を置いて、ちょっと場所を変えて新鮮な空気でも吸って、で、また戻ってきて交わるってことはいいんだけれども、プラクティスなので15分間ちゃんと瞑想として、ベルからベルまでっていう決まりがあるっていうのもすごく面白いなというふうに思って、私たちもそれはきっちり守ってやっています。というわけで、まあ女性は本当にこういう形でクリトリスメディテーション、オーガズミックメディテーションってやる機会って本当に今までないっていうかね、そんならひえーっていう人がほとんどだと思うんだけれども、すごく深い受け取るプラクティスであり、自分の快感をどんどん深めていくっていうプラクティスでもあり、そしてお互いのつながりっていうのを深くしていくっていうプラクティスでもあるので、ぜひ男性はね、女性を誘って、女性は男性を誘ってやってみてください。で、コメント欄にどうだったか教えてもらえたらとっても私たちもこの輪が広がってたら嬉しいです。テリーさんも any last message you want to say?
I think I'm just overwhelmed with words because it's just such an interesting way of connecting with another human being, especially your partner. It's sexual, but it's different. There's just a way, it's an intimacy and it's a connection in a sexual way, but completely different than having intercourse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it again.
Okay.
またね。